Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be reacting to Nick's video, FIFA 19 is awful. I've already watched this video and the video was itself 40 minutes long and I didn't realize it was because this video itself is 18 minutes and 14 seconds long. So I'm going to keep what I think short because I've already watched this entire video. It would have been nice to do a live reaction of it, but there is only one thing that I disagree with Nick in this entire video, just only one, but it's a very subtle thing. But most of what he says is pretty correct. It's actually funny because if you guys watch this video, it's going to be very, very similar to the video that I made like 3-4 days ago, the Twitter video that I made a couple days ago as well, or a week ago. Yeah, we see eye to eye with these things at this point. I think a lot of people do, so it's cool to see that, you know, because this video right here is the only other video that exists that is actually talking about the state of FIFA. It's Nick and it's World of JCC. Those are the only guys I've ever seen actually make videos of certain situations that are happening in FIFA. But knowing Nick, I know he's gonna talk about certain things that like I probably already talked about, and I already saw it coming like the first time I recorded this video. But just to let you guys know like what his thoughts are.
Hello guys, what is going on? It is your boy Nick from Runthefutmarket. I wanted to bring you guys a video on the second channel. I didn't want to post this on the main channel because I feel like the main channel, we have a lot there and like a lot of the content goes there, but I feel like it's just, this is going to be a very opinionated video, but it's going to be kind of a rant. And I want to make this video because I think it's how a lot of people are feeling right now, and I think it's been this unsaid thing throughout FIFA this year, and just kind of a lot of people's thoughts, but nobody's been saying it, or people have been saying it, but just in a not a proactive way. And I think it's hard to see because we all love FIFA so much, but I think we're clinging on right now to
Football,
to a game that's just it's really hard, right? Because EA is pushing this competitive mode. There's a lot of things I want to talk about today. First of all, before we talk about everything, I want you guys to put in the comments down below constructive things, not negative things. You know what I'm saying? Like, not like FIFA's the, you know, the most worst game ever and it's like this and that, like constructive things. Look, like, let's be honest, like I have been good at this game. I've been an elite player, man, since they introduced competitive gameplay on FIFA. I have been an elite player since FIFA 17. Last year I had a really good finish at 34, and then this year we obviously got a 30-0, and we've had a 28-2. We've had some really good finishes this year. But the gameplay is awful, and it's been awful since the game first came out. I think everybody knew playing this game on the first day of its release. We were like, wow, this is shockingly bad.
The one thing I want to bring up before I get into that, get into further than that, is that because people always think that I don't play Division Rivals and Foot Champs because of results, even though I've already gone to Division 1 with a really mediocre team in comparison to what other people are using. And in Foot Champs, let me explain something about Foot Champs, okay? I've hated Foot Champs since the beginning of when it came out. The first year that Foot Champs came out, right? The last time that I played it was in the month of December. And after that month of December, which I believe it was FIFA 17 when it came out, whichever year it was that it came out, right? That was the first time, right, that I stopped streaming consistently. I sacrificed everything to make this game better, okay? Because during that time, my streams were doing well. I was having over like 1,400 viewers of me watching competitive FIFA, blah, blah, blah. The numbers is not what's important to me, right? Because what's important for me is that if I'm gonna get involved in this community and I want to play this game as a career opportunity, right? I need to enjoy it, okay? Because if I don't, it's gonna mess you up mentally, okay? So during that time, the last time that I officially quit playing Foot Champs consistently, yeah, I stopped in from time to time, right? Very rarely, but I did, right? I got top 100 in December. And I'm like, I don't care what I get in my rewards. This is going to be the last time that I play Foot Champs consistently. Because the game mode itself is not fun. The gameplay, pushing FIFA gameplay into the line of competitive is not the right choice to do. Okay? That game mode should never have been added. Division Rivals is beautiful. And he's going to talk about that in this video. Division Rivals is beautiful. The rewards need to be better for the higher tier divisions. Absolutely. Right? But that game mode is really good. The only reason why people like Foot Champs over Division Rivals is because Foot Champs is more casual than Division Rivals. But if you have a good balance, right, of Division Rivals, a good regular game mode like the online tournament or the World Cup, 3 qualifying games, and then you go through the rounds, right? You get rewards for qualifying, you get rewards for winning the whole thing. decent rewards, good enough that you can grind, and collect different teams, and then play division rivals to collect the rewards for that too. That's the balance you need in the game. That's the important balance, because online tournament mode, you would use different teams. All these players you see here are usable in their own way. Parejo has 50 pace. Okay, sure, I'll sacrifice the 50 pace if I'm, doing like a challenge for myself or something, right? Like, oh, I'm going to use like below 60 pace players, but he's still a usable player if he is below 60 pace because he has 84 shooting, 90 passing, 82 dribbling. Budabu's usable if I give him a hunter card, right? If it's casual FIFA. Laporte, if I put him as a center back, I wouldn't put him as a left back personally, right? Alex Telge obviously is a meta card. Sterling low in shooting, but usable. Blah blah, so on and so forth, right? So
I think a lot of you guys think that YouTubers and all that are getting EA perks and all that. I think I want to explain to you guys where I'm different, and you guys know that I'm very for everyone, and I'm very wanting to always hear your guys' thoughts and things like that. And I'm very anti-EA. I have to be honest. Like, I don't like the way the company functions. I don't like a lot of what goes on in this game. One thing I have to say is I've been loving the content this year. The content is awesome, and you guys know I'm more of a menu streamer. So for me, this year has been great. But at the same time, everybody who even plays the menus on FIFA at some point plays FIFA. So I play a ton of FIFA as well, and the gameplay this year is so bad. Last year was not great. It's getting worse every year. Last year I said the same thing. I hated it last year. This year I don't like it. Even more I don't like it. I can't even... Guys, this is the first time right now with any FIFA that I can't play the game. I cannot get myself to play this game right now. Because why? There's not a reason to play the game. Right now, on FIFA, there is no reason for me to play this game. That is my bigger problem. That's issue number one that I want to bring out in this video. FIFA 19 is in an awful state right now because EA is trying so hard to push this competitive mode that they don't realize that 99.9% of the people that play this game don't give a living fuck about. I don't care about the competitive mode. I don't care about the pro scene. The prize payout is awful, so nobody's going to follow it. The number 5 player in the world at an event is getting paid $750 or $250. All right, that is nothing relative to other games. Other games those guys are getting hundreds of thousands of dollars in a prize pot, whereas ours is awful. So it's a joke, the whole competitive scene, because these guys are running lightning rounds 24/7. They're making $1 million per promo on Friday on one lightning round when they run 10 on the weekend. $10 million. They're putting in $250,000 to a prize pool once a month. It's a joke. So it's really, you guys are all becoming a laughing stock, and I think we're all in this thing right now where we don't even know what to do.
We are a laughing stock in the gaming community because so many streamers will hop onto FIFA and they'll be like, nobody's playing the game. That's really bad.
Because EA has forced us upon trying to be competitive. I miss casual FIFA. I miss the times where I used to price fix or trade with a player that was like some random Norwegian player playing in an off league because there was an online tournament out and people needed that player, or there was a guy that was a low-key beast. I used to trade with silvers that were 100,000 coins because they were fun and people wanted them and there was demand for them. Right now, if you go into the market and you look at like the most beast mode silver, he's probably like 3,000 coins because nobody plays with silvers anymore. It's done. So my biggest problem is, first of all,
the thing with silver cards, EA are responsible for making bronze and silver players not playable because they will never be, because the way that the gameplay revolves around nowadays, each stat is very specific to how a player plays. Back then, the stats didn't have any significance to how a player played. You had to try out a card, right? But nowadays, they have to create unique game modes to make those players usable because they exist in the game for no reason right now. It's just filler to put packs
Let me say today's a Saturday and I want to play casual FIFA.
Yeah.
Okay, do I go into Division Rivals?
Nope.
Well, this is a good game mode, but you play against the same teams, and the problem is the way the gameplay is made right now is that everybody is. If you ask anybody you play in Division 1 when they're trying to win games, they're playing one depth, they're playing 4-2-3-1. They're doing everything they can to win. And if you ask them after the game, did you enjoy that game? No. They say, no, I didn't enjoy playing like that, but I have to win. I think it's disgusting how people are so now about winning, and EA have made people into about winning that they've forgotten the love to just play freaking FIFA. I mean,
that's the thing that I always talk about in the videos is people have sacrificed the general experience of getting a win over getting the win. The reason why wins back in the day were so fun was because of the goals that I scored, because of the way that I broke down people's defense, the way that my players would actually finish their opportunities when I aimed it on the target, okay? Nowadays, it's like I can win a game 3-0 and all 3 of the goals could have been terrible, but then they could have missed like easy 1v1s that I hit the target perfectly, but you either scuff my driven shots, You hit it at the goalkeeper's legs when I put way more power. It's just a bunch of different stuff. I don't want to get into the gameplay stuff. I got to compose myself with that because you guys know that once I start, I don't stop. So
to just go into a non-competitive game mode and try a formation, because you can't do that right now. I can't do that. I can't try players. If I go into Division 1 Rivals, even with this team right now, let me show you my team. Even this team that I have right now, this is the worst. This is one of the worst teams in Division 1 right now, and it's because I'm trying to use it. My defense is
so this is the thing that I disagree with him on. This
probably the worst.
Is not a tryout team. This is still the only person that is a tryout player might be DeVry, or DeVray, however pronounce no, it's not DeVry. That I think that might actually be Skriniar, but he's still usable. All these cards here are usable. A tryout team, in my opinion, is when you use someone like Pjanic, Khedira, right? Those are tryout players because they are missing very, very significant stats to just make them borderline unusable. But every single player you see here is usable, right? But what Nick is trying to say is that in comparison to what you face in Division 1 Rivals, like, because you guys have watched my videos of me making those, like, how to beat a God Squad in Division 1 and whatever, right? Those are the teams you come up against all the time. So he's saying that in comparison, right, to what people are using in Division 1, it's just those insane teams. This is a good team still. This is still meta. So that's the one thing I disagree with him. That this is not a tryout team. This is still meta, right? It's still a tryout team because he has a better team, I'm pretty sure. But he wants to try out this team. So that's probably what he means in that regard. But it's still competent is what I'm trying to say.
Defense I will play against in Division 1 Rivals right now. Okay, this team is awful compared to what is going on in Division 1. And that's sad because this team is really good and really fun to use. That's my problem. Right now, there is no mode that you guys or me can go onto and just try out players, right? I'm going to talk about another thing in a minute, but Foot Champions, that's the most... You know what's really sad, guys? Foot Champions is the most casual mode in FIFA right now. Can you believe that? It's the most casual mode in FIFA Ultimate Team right now. Yep. Foot Champions is the most casual because it's 30 games. Your elo, you have an elo, but it's somewhat random, your matchmaking. Yep. Whereas Division Rivals, you're just playing guys with Hullet, Vieira, drop back, same skill rating as you. And that's boring. That gets boring, guys. It really is boring.
So the thing that I mentioned in the other video is the balance between Division Rivals and Foot Champs is very, very bad. I always thought that Foot Champs should never have been added into this game, and I think that the beginning of adding Foot Champs to the game is what was the huge demise of this game. I think that Division Rivals is beautifully set up because even when you lose, it's the best competitive mode in any video game because even when you lose, you are gaining rank points to get rank 1 because even if someone plays a lot and they get there, because it favors people who play less but win more and get those rewards, and people who have to play way more or whatever it is to get the same rewards. I'm totally cool with someone getting the same rewards as me if they play more to get that rank 1. I don't know why people complain about that. It's cool that any type of tiered player can get those rewards, right? But the rewards need to be good sporadically for everybody so that you can collect different teams, different players, and use everybody. That's the most important thing, okay? The reason why people like Foot Champs more than Division Rivals right now is because it is the most casual mode in the first 14 or 15 matches, right? It's the most casual FIFA you will have. You will still get some competitive players here and there, like it was back in the day, but the first 15 is like random generating matchmaking, right? If you remove Foot Champs and you put online tournament mode there, 3 qualifying games, go through the rounds, get rewards for qualifying, get rewards for winning the finals, that will be better. Having Division Rivals on the side will also be good because then you would play it every day to gain your rank points. If you get tired of playing competitive FIFA all the time, you go play the online tournament mode, get your rewards that way, right? If you have challenges on the side, right? If you have challenges on the side and they tell you to do stuff for like Serie A teams, Norwegian teams, blah, 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 you would do that too. And you'd be like, you know what? I feel like playing competitive FIFA. If you get into this game mode right here, if you get into Division Rivals, you know that it's going to be competitive. You know that. So it doesn't bother you when you go into the mode because it is not the only option you have. Oh, I'm going to go into a competitive mode. You know what? Even though I won 1 or 2-0, that game really annoyed me. I'm going to go play casual FIFA again. Boom. Balance.
So that's the problem. I've resorted to now friendly seasons because, one, you
would play every day. There would be no, oh, I have to sacrifice my weekend to play. Oh, it used to be 40 back in the day, but I have to sacrifice my weekend to play 30 matches. No, don't give us quantity. Okay, let us play the game whenever we want. Okay.
Yeah, draft.
People get scared even in division rivals when they hit like 1800, 1900 because they're scared to lose that rating. They wouldn't be scared if you had a regular game mode, because in any game you're going to lose SR, in any game you're going to gain SR, right? But if you have a regular game mode, that the rewards are still good. Not as good as division rivals, obviously, right? But still good, where you play it every day, every day, every day, every day. You collect the coins. You're grinding to get later on in this video the prime icons and stuff. Boom, you know?
For 4 years now, it's the same thing every year. After 1 week, draft is awful. Everybody does it in the beginning of the year to save packs.
Yep.
Or get packs and get coins in. Draft has not been changed. The only entertaining draft content is the ones with other YouTubers trying to get high-rated drafts. And half the guys who get the high-rated drafts, go watch draft content on YouTube. Only people I actually see playing the games on the draft is A9 Skills and Nepenthes. Go look at people's draft content on YouTube. They don't play the game because the game is so bad. When I do drafts in summer, trying to get a 194 or 195, whatever it is, I don't play the games because the game is so bad.
Yeah.
In a good FIFA, you should do your draft and see your team and say, wow, I want to go play the game. This is the only thing right now that's casual. Online single match. I played online single matches last week. It was actually casual. I played against a bunch of normal random opponents, and it was kind of fun. Where are the online tournaments? Why aren't there tournaments every week that have a certain players that you have to use, like a minimum high rating or a nationality? These guys at EA, do you understand how many more people would play your game if you brought a weekly tournament that had a nationality requirement and had a good prize reward? Like if you won all 4 games, you got a 50K pack.
Like back in the day when you used to have Konoplyanka, Aubameyang, and Marco Reus. Even though they had like a set amount, like, oh, you have to win it within 10, which you don't want to do that because you don't want to separate like the good players towards people who are bad, because you need to be able to give a chance for everybody to win it, even if they can't win it. Like, as they're playing the game a lot and they can get it eventually, then, you know, you should get it within 10 attempts, but it's for people who don't, you know?
Understand how many people would play the game?
Because when you do a quantity for 10 and you can only get them 3 out of the 10 times, it's stressful. You know what I mean? You don't want to do the stressful part. You just want to be able to collect that card by playing the game a lot. You have to create a concept where the good players will get it easily and the bad players will take a little bit more time. It works like that in any other game too.
You don't even have to spend any money for that. You're going to add one server to another game mode. That's it. Squad battles, no one cares about squad battles anymore. That's dead this year. If you go look at the points, it's dead.
No one creates content on it, by the way. I haven't seen a single person make a squad battles video ever again.
And that's all you can do. Single player season, and that's it. Now, let's talk about another problem. All these SBCs, the content is great. The content is absolutely, this is the best year of content I've ever seen in my life. Every single day there's an SBC.
The gameplay content and the way to make coins through gameplay is not good enough in relation to this. But if it was, all of this stuff would have been very nice to have back in the day.
Everybody is completing these SBCs, and they're not even using the freaking players, guys. Yep. You guys don't even understand when I stream how many people send me teams, and they have an SBC they completed a month ago in their starting 11 with 5 games played. 5 games played. People are completing SBCs this year, staring at the cards on their screen and not playing the game because the game is so bad. It's awful. So what does EA do to do all this, guys? And I know I'm hardcore ranting. So let me show you what EA does, guys, to fix this problem of bad gameplay or not a casual mode. Guys, I pray to God, EA, look, even if your game is a piece of crap like it is this year,
watch this game today.
At least if you had an online game mode that's casual and not the most competitive thing in the world, because literally 250 out of X million actually want to play this game for money. 250. There's probably 250 people trying to play Pro FIFA out of X million that just want to play this game casually. I don't understand what this competitive push is. Like, are you trying to manifest these? And now you're manifesting people to play this game, not for fun, as a chore, to win games. But they're having this false sense that if they get a 30-0 in the weekend league, they're a great FIFA player. Then they go to the pro scene, and then you get their butt clapped. Okay? So what do they do? They release prime icons on the game in which a top trader in the world, I cannot afford Eusebio and Pele combined. Last year I had the best team in FIFA. This year I can't even afford close to the best team in FIFA. This is what they do, guys. They bring out new cards with dynamic images, and you know what they say to you guys? That's what this is what this promo is to you. This is
True.
This is this, and this is we've had you here for 6 months. Here you go. Here's this.
Wouldn't it be cool, like, if you guys are watching like a content creator, right? And they would stream like, dude, that's what I'm saying. The content we should have is way more than any other video game should have. Okay, way more, because it's football. There's so much you could do with football. Okay, so much. It's endless. Okay, this is a team you should be able to acquire if you really grinded out the game and you collected each of these cards through gameplay and even like Nick wants, or even like Nick wants, even through the menu stuff. This should be a team that you should be able to get by playing the game. It should be, you know.
Right now, guys, I cannot complain about the.
I use Luis Figo in the draft, and like he said, if you make a good game modes, yes, the defensive AI is shit, the finishing is shit, absolutely 100%. Okay, but using Luis Figo made me happy because it was Luis Figo. Right? It's the same thing with Quaresma, right? If Quaresma because Quaresma has a usable card, it's just not near enough, close enough, usable for higher divisions. But if I can use him in a regular
content because
regular game mode, yeah, he would be fun. It's Quaresma. He's my favorite player of all time. I want to use him in the game, but I can't. He does, dude. They released an SBC card of his last year, and I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying, like.
Mainly menu
even when Division Rivals wasn't a thing, it's because you need a good casual game mode. Online tournament mode is I'm going to keep saying this, man. It is the best option you have. 3 qualifying games, like your World Cup mode, right? Go through the rounds, boom. You just repeat that cycle over and over again. Add challenges on the side, right? So that like you should have so many challenges, it like breaks the game. You should have like so many pages of challenges. It should be endless. Because I should go through Premier League, Serie A, Liga Santander, and still want to go to the Portuguese league, the Norwegian league, the Turkish league. You know what I'm saying?
They are covering up this off.
And take out Foot Champs, please. Have Division Rivals. That game mode is beautiful. Thank you for making it, okay? That game mode is beautiful because if I go into it, I know that I have to use a meta team. I know I have to play competitive FIFA. I know that. But I don't want to do that all the time. I want to do that like 15% of the time, 20% of the time, right? Because the whole point of football is to try out different tactics, formations, and players and teams. That's the whole point of it. I got bored using 10 teams back in the day in FIFA 15. I wanted to make more, but I didn't want to sell the team and have to buy them. And I could have done that back then because that's when or FIFA 15 or 16 when they first introduced price ranges. At first it was expensive, but then after a while it got really low. And I was like, dude, I need to make more teams because I need to have fun using different players.
Game with menu content. That is where they're at. They're covering their tracks, guys, with menu content. Yeah. That is how they are dealing with the actual badness of this game. They're just dropping promos after weeks. Now, I'm not going to complain because, like, back in the old days, we never used to get content, guys. Like, back in the way old days, never, man. You would never get content, guys. It would never happen. It would never work like.
This is a player. I consider this a trial player. That's the card I'm talking about. You see? He has 68 pace, 75 defending, 70 physical, low shooting. That's a tryouts card. That's what I consider a trial card. Nick's team was not. It's still competent. That's not a competent player to have in your team.
That, but all I'm saying
but casual
is that
wise, yeah, it'd be fun.
We are getting SBCs and things like that right now that we don't even want to play with. People are unlocking these SBCs, and what do they think? Oh, I'm going to submit it in that icon that I want later. Like, let me show you my untradeable club right now, guys. And I'll be honest with you guys. Let me show you my untradeable club, okay? So, I actually liked the game. I didn't like the game. I was a fan of the game. I was okay with it. I could coexist with this game before this patch. Now, everyone just drops back. I can't take it, dude. All right? We don't even need to talk about the gameplay.
I disagree with that one a little bit, too. Finesse shot should never have been a meta. Finesse shot should still be a good way to score when you get the right angles, obviously, but not the way that they were abused like before. Like, obviously, if you're through on goal, even if you're using like a legend and he's like just outside the 18-yard box and you get that extra angle from passing a defender and stuff, you're facing this way, not this way, right? Because obviously when you do this, you have to get that extra angle and whatnot. Just inside the box or whatever, those were okay to score. It's the overpowered ones, like the first time ones, Obviously, people could score those too. The turnaround ones, that's the only thing that people were going for. There wasn't multiple ways of scoring, right? It was the only way to consistently score. That's what the huge problem was. But I have to say this right now. I do not agree with anybody that liked the gameplay before the patch than now. Yes, people park the bus. Yes, they abuse defensive AI, but at least you are playing football now. At least you are trying to pass a person's defensive AI. Yes, the finishing is garbage and defensive AI is overpowered in comparison to both of them together, with goalkeepers not being terrible enough from a good accurate shot, whatever. But that finesse shot meta made me stop playing the game really fast, man. Really, really fast. And I only came back and I only sometimes come back here and there because of that patch, right? Because that was the dumbest meta I've ever encountered in any video game ever.
The gameplay, you guys already know the gameplay, man. Okay? I actually play the game a bit, but what you can see about my untradeable club, in any normal FIFA, if I packed a Paulo Dybala, I would make an Argentinian team around this card.
Yeah.
If I packed an untradeable Paulo Dybala, I would say, yo, I want to try this, because this guy's IRL, this is one of my favorite players in real life. I love the way this guy plays. I'm a huge fan of him, right? I've played 5 games with the card. I used him in Foot Champions. I can't use him because he's not meta. But in a
he's still meta, but he's small meta. When Nick says meta, it means in comparison to what other people are using. But this is a meta card.
Normal FIFA back a few FIFAs ago, guys.
Full meta, like he needs more pace. He doesn't have enough physical presence with the pace that he doesn't have. His weak foot needs to be a little better. That kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But it is still a usable card. Pjanic is not a usable card.
I used to play with 40k Brazil teams and
but would be if there was a casual mode.
Online tournaments. Do you know how fun that is? Do you guys remember how fun that is? Using a 50,000 coin Brazilian team in an online tournament, and even though the reward was awful, the gameplay was just good and casual. You could sit back in your chair, you could chill out, you could just go on, hop on, play some FIFA.
Remember, guys, when I used to play Gold Cups back in the day, people used to say, like, why are you playing Gold Cups? And I'm like, because I want to play casual FIFA. I want to use different teams. I don't want to play this game competitively 24/7. I like coming up against good players. Not all the time, though. Okay? If Shroud didn't face those shitters every single time he played it, some people don't even know the controls of the game. Some people he comes across are actually good at the game. Some people are mid-tier. Some people are low-tier. That's the balance you need, okay? Not always competitive.
You can't do that anymore. You can't. What are you gonna now? You got.
Think of all the games that do that, right? Yeah, their competitive scene grows because they actually have a good balance of competitive gameplay. This is not a competitive gameplay game. You can lose a game 4-0 and be better than your opponent because they scored 4 garbage goals and you missed 3 good 1v1s because the driven shots are inconsistent, the shooting against the goalkeepers from mid-range are garbage, all that kind of stuff. You can't
go division rivals, and the only way you can try players is off the bench at the end of the game as a super sub. That's what everyone says. Now when they do SBCs, I'm going to use them as a super sub. Flashback Götze, right? Germany's one of my favorite teams, international, Germany, USA, right? Scores that. This is the flashback for the game-winning goal. I've played 15 games with the card, guys. 15 games.
That I would love to get a Götze card for fun. I would love to.
Because he's not meta. It's ridiculous, man. It really is sad, guys. It really is sad. Imagine a FIFA, guys, where you get red player picks every week if you want to play Weekend League. And there's a casual
division rivals
mode. You can go into that mode and make nationality teams again. Like you.
Because then any player you would get from your red cards, you would be happy with. If I got Bruno Fernandes as one of my Portuguese or one of my player selections in division rivals, I would be the happiest person in the world. Because me being Portuguese myself, he has a usable card. He has 82 pace, 84 shooting, 89 passing, 86 dribbling, 76 physical. That is very, very usable, right? I would love to use Bruno Fernandes in my team. Put Quaresma in the mix, right? Put Andre Silva, because he has a special card as well, in the mix as well, right? If I got red cards that were Portuguese, even for people, they would think it's shit, but those cards are usable because I can use them in the regular game mode. If you get shit red cards in Foot Champs right now, where are you going to use the cards? Nowhere. That is the problem. If I get Donnarumma, Coleman, even Carlos Vela, all these cards are usable in a regular game mode.
Used to be. It just, bro, it bothers me, man, because this game is awful. No one speaks out about this game being bad. The only other guy I see is occasionally speaking out about this game. Well, you got streamers like Nick and Nep, but really hardcore takes justice as Inception. And he's been doing this for years. And, like, for me, guys, I feel like now I'm at a point where I'm very thankful for my support that you guys give me. But I feel like I have a platform now to speak out about this, and I want to speak out about this. I want to let EA know that this game is awful, and I want my whole audience behind me, dudes, to let these guys know. And I don't know what to do because I feel like at this point, we feel trapped. I feel like everyone watching this video, we feel trapped in a system, right?
All the red cards you see here are usable. Every single one. Even the Saudi Arabian dude, okay? Even this guy, he's not Saudi Arabian, but plays for the league. The Saudi Arabian dude, even he's usable, right? If you play division rivals and you're like, shit, man, I didn't get crazy red cards, but you get comes where you can put, I know you guys are making fun of comes. Anchor, right? Increase the pace, defending and physical. Boom, Belgian player from the Belgian league that is usable in the game, right? Usable, not meta, or very, very small meta, very, very small meta, but usable. Ben Foster, Lerma's usable for meta. Bellotti, Lala's a meta player as well. But like these guys, if I got Bellotti, I would be happy with Bellotti because he's a consistent finisher. So if I was using him for fun in a Serie A team with a high rate of whatever the hell, it'd be fun to use this card.
He keeps making a ton of money. They're not going to change anything. They don't need to make
it. Look, even this card's usable. Look, 87 pace, 84 shooting, 85 dribbling, 83 physical. That's very usable, man.
Casual because they're saying they have an esports event now, right? So at the end of the day, EA doesn't have to do anything. But
Cornet would be fun to use too.
And it sucks because we feel trapped in a system.
I got Ricardo Pereira, I'd be the happiest person ever.
System that's not.
I have him as an untradeable inform, and I got happy.
Improve.
But I'm like, oh well, I'm not going to use him anywhere, so rip that.
I don't know why online tournaments. I don't know why that stuff was. There's no casual mode. There's nothing to do on FIFA right now, guys. You go onto FIFA. And I'm lucky because I'm a trader. If I was a casual player or not making content on this game, what the hell do you even do on this game? If you don't want to play FUT Champions or meddle around in any of that kind of stuff, what do you even do with this? What do you do? Please somebody tell me. What do you do on this game? When you guys go on FIFA...
He sounds like my Twitter video.
What do you actually do on the game? What is there to do? I like trading cards and I love this market, so I'm lucky, right? I'm a huge fan of this market. And I'm lucky in that regard because I enjoy this. They're dropping a Prime Icon Moment SBC that's 2 million coins. I don't even, guys, it's very frustrating because I miss, imagine being able to watch a streamer. Let me just give you guys perspective on this, right? Say you guys are watching me as a streamer. Imagine being able to watch me just use a team of a nationality and go into an online tournament and hang out with his live stream. Imagine me just chilling with you guys and us trying out players,
chilling, playing the gameplay, grinding out to get more coins to collect more players. With YouTube content, you can do like an FC Porto. Like if there's Champions League games going on, like right now, there's like the recent one was Liverpool versus Bayern Munich. Like the day before, you would do like a Liverpool / FC Bayern Munich team hybrid and create content on that and do a tournament run with them and try out their formations and tactics with them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what makes the game fun, right?
You guys
trying to win with those types of teams.
You guys get to watch me play with players or streamers play with players, and you get to try them out in a casual mode. Can you guys imagine that? No, you can't imagine that because now for X amount of years we have had.
Even this guy is usable in his own way, right? 82 pace, 83 shooting, 83 dribbling, and 76 physical. Like it's possible to use them, you know?
Competitive gameplay. They still had online tournaments, I believe, in FIFA 17. I'm not positive, but I think they were still in FIFA 17. You could still play casual. There was online seasons. And the difference between Division Rivals right now and online seasons. Division Rivals, you have to match against somebody upon your skill rating.
Yeah.
In online seasons, everybody gets into Division 5 to Division 1. So you're going to match players around you and it's random. You might have a sweaty game or two, but not every game is that. And you can go into that. Guys, last year in online seasons, and don't get me wrong, Division Rivals concept is great because there's a reward payout. Last year, guys, in online seasons, I used to use a Bundesliga team that was 80,000 coins.
Look at these cool man of the match cards. Would be fun to use. Chiesa, right? This guy. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. But usable, right? I'd love to use these guys.
It was an untradeable team, and I used to smack players. I was using Ones to Watch Batch Y. You guys think you could go in Division 1 Rivals right now and use ones and use a guy like Batch Y this year? Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. Come to me when you guys win against Hullet, Vieira, and a drop back dude with an 80,000 coin team. I would like to see that. I would like, no matter what the skill level is. And by the way, the gameplay is awful. I said this last year. I didn't like the gameplay last year, right? I said it was awful. I said, wow, guys, I'm really looking forward to FIFA 19 because the gameplay can't get worse. I don't know how they've done it, but they've made it worse. This game is way worse than last year, and 18 was way worse than 17, and it just keeps getting worse every freaking year. Every year it's getting worse. It's getting worse. The finishing this year is so trash. You get in the box, you don't even know if you're going to score. How stupid is that? You get in the box, you break a dude down, and I can show you guys a million clips right now, okay? And you don't score. And EA is more worried about dropping prime icon moments and screwing over now this trading and investing community. Which, by the way, take a second because you guys are watching this video. The trading and the investing community is keeping this game alive.
Yep.
Let that be known. The guys who are trading and doing menu content and investing are the ones that are actually keeping this game alive.
That's why I like Nick. Even he acknowledges that.
Imagine if you guys didn't watch menu streamers or things like that. You guys wouldn't care about this game. This game sucks, man.
People, you notice this. When people go from menu stuff to gameplay stuff, people no longer care to watch. People should be begging you to actually play the game. When you watch people play Apex Legends and all that stuff, people don't want to see them be in the menus. Overwatch, Tim the Tatman opened skins on Overwatch back in the day and we're like, can you just play a game, please? People wanted to see gameplay. Now it's like, don't even bother, bro. We don't even want to see gameplay. Just be in the menus, please.
Now, it's awesome on... it's awesome on the menus. That I understand. This game on the menus is fantastic.
The gameplay content in relation to the menu stuff is not good enough, but the menu stuff is good.
Why can't the game match that? We're trading at this point for nothing because we don't even want...
For gameplay and gameplay content.
Want to play this game and there's no casual mode. Right now, the reason why everyone's trading is Team of the Season. That's it. Period. Everyone is trading right now for Team of the Season. Trying to get extra coins for packs and things like that. I wanted to give a rant video for you guys. Smash the thumbs up if you guys agree with me. I don't know how to go about this because I feel like by the way, I don't speak to anybody at EA. I don't know anyone at EA. The only guy that I speak to at EA is Zaro, and that's not even like... Zaro's my friend, and he's a good guy, but guys, look, we don't have any access to anybody at EA. These gameplay guys seem clueless. They tweet every day that the game is amazing and there's all these new features. The game is broken. If you guys go watch a live stream of mine when I play the game, I don't even react anymore because I'm so numb to how bad the game is. And I feel like you guys are like that too. The servers are awful. We've known that. But guys, look at this. The servers have been awful for years, and the game has still been alright. It's still been... This year, man, I don't know what they've done, bro. So the whole keeper moving, that needs to go. This time finish...
I'm pretty sure it's game coded. Like, not intentionally game coded, but there's something wrong with the game code for the gameplay to always change, for sure.
Finishing, bro, needs to get out of this game, dude. Like...
What do you say, time finishing? Yeah, time finishing and goalie movement can literally go do one.
Time finishing, bro, needs to get out of this game, dude. Like, it's stupid. They make a patch now, and this whole... Guys, you gotta understand the stupidity with this gameplay, too. They make a patch, they make a new game with time finishing, and now they make a patch that people don't use time finishing because time finishing is so ineffective. What is that? Anyways, guys, I'm gonna hop off because it's been 20 minutes and I've been ranting. But that's just where I'm at with gameplay and the game. I
try to make this video shorter, but it's still 40 minutes long. Lol. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. If you guys did, drop a thumbs up on it, and blah, 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 blah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the conversation in general. I'll see you guys later. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.